my speech is extremely long. But it's okay.
Because I'm right there. That's what I always say. You want to
I'm
say?
Cynthia. Cynthia and I are cousins, and if you want to get technical, we're second cousins. But really, we're like sisters. I kind of like Lydia a little bit better. Just kidding, I love you both. Anyway, Cynthia and I are always fighting, gossiping, and laughing. It hasn't always been this way. In fact, I can remember when we were younger how she was the outcast of all the kids. She was really weird as a child. She would have those bobby dresses with a lipstick and a clip in her hair. And later, she was obsessed with Harry Potter. At all the family parties, she would get mad at me, Jennifer, and Quinuni, and then, for no reason, and then go sulking in the corner or cry to her mom. To be completely honest, we thought this was hilarious. But our moms would yell at us, and we would say, but she's a crybaby. And then we get in even more trouble. Eventually, she wasn't so annoying anymore, so we let her into our little group, and she's been pretty cool ever since. Cynthia's family and my family go on a lot of vacations together. Our most memorable trips are probably to Canada and Virginia. We saw the Niagara Falls, and when we felt the mist, we pretended we were in a movie and danced like it was a ballroom. We stayed at the Best Western Hotel, which had an indoor pool.
Oh my god, it was Cynthia, I heard you laughing. You're like, ugh.
We all went into the sauna, and after a while, I was getting tired of it. So I decided to go to the pool. I didn't know how to swim, and somehow I ended up in the 5 feet. And this was a few years ago, so I was a little shorter. And so Cynthia sees me drowning, and she doesn't believe me. And so what does she do? She pushes me deeper to see if I was faking it. And then she sees when I start choking, she goes, oh my gosh, you're really drowning. And so she tries to help me, but I grab her and put her underneath me like a raft. And then I wouldn't let her go. And then my mom came in, and I jumped on her. I jumped on her, and I wouldn't let her go. And my mom
Are you adding all these random people?
No, the people I met.
So basically, we're both there.
Whose friends is that?
And Cynthia ends up pulling us
Whose
both
friends list
safety.
is that?
So thanks for saving our lives, Cynthia.
17 people.
And when we were going home, I remember me, her, and Lydia in the backseat of her van. We were going so crazy, just dancing to all these random songs by Britney Spears and reading books about growing up. Honestly, it could not have been better. The last trip to Virginia.
Who is laughing so hard? It's not that funny,
in the car,
guys.
we tried to avoid meeting sharp elbows that kept hitting us in the head. We went to Busch Gardens for one of the days. Our hotel was about 10 minutes away, so when we left the hotel, it barely felt like we were going anywhere special. But once we got there, we had a lot of fun. And we rode the Griffin, which was a roller coaster, and it had a 90-degree drop. So when we were at the very end of the drop, Cynthia, all you can hear her saying is, oh my God, Cynthia, I'm going to kill you. I can't believe you made me do this. I hate you. Oh my God. And all I could do was laugh at her. But so after the ride, we looked at the pictures, and she totally forgave me because they were so funny. Everyone looked like they were about to die, and Lydia's head wasn't even visible because she was like with her head on her chest because she was so scared. And then we were having a great time till about 12 in the afternoon, and it was really, really hot, and everyone was getting a little tired. So Cynthia goes, I want to go back to the hotel. And I just looked at her like, are you kidding me? Because we've only been there for maybe 3 hours, and I hadn't even ridden all the roller coasters yet, and I was not ready to go home. So I was telling her and the rest of the losers that we should keep going, and they said no because they didn't want to they were too tired or whatever. So I went ahead and rode all the roller coasters, and some of them even twice. And when I got back, I knew Cynthia was so mad at me. It was funny because like I didn't care. When we got back in the car for the 8-hour ride, I was thinking this should be so fun. It was ridiculous. No one was talking to each other. Everyone just had their iPods on to the highest volume. And so our parents stopped at this little mall. And it was in some colonial town in like Virginia. And Cynthia goes, I need an iPod dock to charge my iPod. And this mall has like 5 stores, and it's like clothing and cigarettes or something. And I say, I doubt you'll find she goes, well, maybe. And then when she gets back, obviously she didn't find one. So then she's even more annoyed. But later on, she got a little bit happier. So me and her and Previn had a photo shoot where I would take pictures and he would be in the pictures, and she would say things like, give me fierce, now give me a tree, now give me sad. The Joseph Thomas family vacations are like the best times ever. The last vacation is just an example of how Cynthia is the biggest drama queen ever. She's gone through this funny little rebellion stage. I remember she got mad a few years ago and decided to cut off all her hair that everyone liked. She did it by herself with a pair of scissors, and I saw her in church, and I just laughed at her because she looked so ugly. It was uneven. It had one side
doesn't matter.
The other. Oh my gosh! And then she felt a little silly after overreacting, but I think she was happy because she got the last word, and everybody definitely noticed her. But that's Cynthia's reason. Always the center of attention. Me and her can agree that our moms are like twins. They act the same, look the same, and even talk the same. They also go hunting for coupons like it's a matter of life or death, and tell us to look for things on sale all the time. When Cynthia comes over to my house, I'm guessing she wants to get a little time away from her mom, but it's like there's no difference. Especially the little things they say like, what about you, Cynthia? After they look over our shoulders when we're on the computer. The only difference is that they have two different husbands. It's pretty funny because we know we'll probably be just like them when we're old. Me and her inherited our mom's forehead, and it's really annoying because hers is like 4 fingers wide, while mine takes up my whole hand. But it's okay, because I have other things that she doesn't really have. We're both obsessed with our Sony CyberShot cameras because they own it like they make us happy.
Your butt was like a silhouette.
We on the phone for hours. We won't even be talking, but we'll be hysterically laughing for 20 minutes with some weird sound one of us made.
Did he text you again?
No.
Usually those are the times when my stomach starts to hurt. I tell her to be quiet so I can breathe again. I know everyone in here has heard Cynthia laugh. It's like her signature move. People have compared it to hyenas, geese dying, and other things which are kind of inappropriate. Sometimes hearing her laugh makes me laugh because she just sounds so ridiculous. But it always brings a smile to my face. Unless we're in a public place, then I pretend I don't really know her.
Look at your mouth.
There's a lot of things I can make fun of Cynthia for, but I just want everyone to know that she's one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. Really, she is. And I'm not just saying that because she told me to do a speech.
What are you saying?
I'm president and...
You don't understand it?
Anyway, I just want to say, I love you, Cynthia, even if you are one of the weirdest people I ever met. Happy birthday, love you, see ya.
I know, I
That
meant
was 8
for
minutes
that.
long.
Yes, it was. 8 minutes 30 something seconds.
Did you finish recording?
No.
All right, thank
Do
you.
that.
Speech.